In this video, I will build Squid Game Season 3 in LEGO, from hide and seek to jump rope and Sky Squid Game. Now let's build! This video is sponsored by Odoo, more on them later. Season 3 of Squid Game starts in the bedroom, so let's build that first. Back in the day, I already made a bedroom, but I want to make it better. So I grabbed all my white bricks, and now we can get to building. I started by adding the iconic gate with opening doors, and in the show, we can see all of these black lines on the wall, so I tried to fill in the walls with all of these as accurately as possible. I also grabbed a ton of dark turquoise bricks to build a layer on top of the wall, and this makes the build look way more accurate to the show. We can also see the screen in the show with how many players are still playing the game, so I added it to the wall. Then I built this stackable bed where many players can take a nap. I added all of these beds to build and used these stairs so the players can climb up to their beds. Gi-hoon wakes up and realizes they've lost the rebellion and all the others died. Now they must continue playing the games. The doors open and the guards and the manager enter. 35 players were eliminated and now the prize money will go up. For this, we will make the piggy bank we see in the show. I used these two dome pieces and put them together with some hinge pieces. The cheese pieces can be used for the ears, the studs for the eyes, and I also added this little pigtail. After building the entire piggy bank, we can fill it up with some cash and hang it in the middle of the room. Gi-hoon freaks out and gets held back by the soldiers, and they handcuff him to the bed. Now they must vote whether or not the games will continue. I made the voting station where the players can press the blue or red button. Then I also made the red cross and the blue circle where all the players can assemble after casting their vote. With 41 votes to continue, the games will go on. The first game we will build is hide and seek. For this, the players enter a room where they have to get divided into two teams. So I built this black room with a yellow floor and I added a doorway in the shape of a keyhole and another one in the shape of a knife. In the middle of the room there's a bubblegum machine which dispenses red and blue balls so all the players can get divided up into two teams. Everyone receives a ball, and I wanted to add colored vests to the minifigures we can see in the series. The most accurate way to do this with LEGO is by simply using these blue and red torsos and attaching the arms, legs, and head. After doing this with all of the minifigures, I placed them in the room, and now the manager can explain the game. The blue players will have to hide and try to find the exit. They receive a key which can be used to open the doors inside the maze. The red players will have to find the others and tag them with a knife. Namgyu is too happy he's a tagger, guys. Some players aren't happy with their role, so they get to switch with another player. Gi-hoon keeps looking at Daiho and can't wait to tag him. For the game, we have to build the entire maze. I grabbed a base plate and built a bunch of walls. And to make the blue starry sky, I used snot bricks so we can add these LEGO star pieces. And I got a lot of these star pieces. For the entrance, I made these doors, and then I also added this pole with the lighting in the middle. The blue team enters, and now they must hide or find the exit. Since only building one floor felt really lazy, I made two additional floors to place on top of the original maze. In the show, we can see these green doors with the keyhole, so I grabbed some of these green plates and built this green door which can open and close. I added a bunch of doors all throughout the maze, but you have to watch out because in the middle I added this area with fake doors. The red team enters and starts tagging the blue players. Gi-hoon chases Daiho, but when he catches him, he suddenly discovers that Daiho is on the other side. I also wanted to make the baby room, so I built this blue wall and I made sure to add some green and blue cheese pieces to make the paper underwater plants. As a final touch, I added some fish, and now we can add the walls to the room. They enter, and player 222 has to give birth. Meanwhile, Gi-hoon runs into the priest and almost kills her, but she says she saw Daiho, so he leaves her alone. This is where the priest discovers the exit. For this, I made this room with the trees on the walls, which is completely designed by my mom. Unfortunately, we all know Min-soo is going to pay the priest a little visit before she can escape. For the final room, I want to make the exit, which Han-chu finds. I really hope I didn't butcher that name. I mean, I even watched this tutorial, guys. For this room, I made the walls blue with this rainbow on the door. He has to fight with another player, and then he finds the exit. He thinks about winning all the money and starting a business, and that's where Odoo, the sponsor of this video, comes in. Odoo is an all-in-one management platform with over 45 easy-to-use applications for everything from CRM, sales and accounting, to project management, inventory, website creation, HR, and much more. The best part? Everything is centralized. Your apps talk to each other, so your sales are automatically linked to your accounting. Your inventory updates instantly, and you can see the big picture in real time. It's integrated, intuitive, and scales with your business. Start small with one free app for live, hosting and support included, and then add more as you grow. And because it's automated, Odoo handles repetitive tasks for you, so you can focus on the work that actually matters. With over 6,000 employees, 16,000 partners, and 15 million users, Odoo is built for businesses of any size, anywhere. Use the link in the description or comment section to get started with Odoo today. Your first app is free for life with unlimited hosting and support, and starting at just €19.90 a month, you can unlock all of the over 45 apps to run your business in one place. He goes back to tell his friends, but then he gets tagged by MG Coin. Player 222 and Grandma go to the exit, but then her son shows up, and then she ends up having to tag him. Gi-hoon also finds Daiho and he tries to escape, but luckily Gi-hoon wins. All the players return to the bedroom and even more money gets added to the piggy bank. Unfortunately, Grandma died and the soldiers place her in the gift box. For the next game, we're building jump rope. So I grabbed a lot of dark bluish gray bricks and built this support beam. Then I built another one, and now we have 2 supports. For the platform, I built this half moon and decorated it with many tiles and ingot pieces, which makes it look like a street pattern. Then I made the bridge with train tracks as well as this crack in the middle. On the left side, we can see this white house, so let's build it. The structure for the house ended up looking amazing with these windows, these blue doors which can open, and I also added this blue roof with a slight angle. And to make sure the players don't fall off the platform, I also added these danger fences which I made with these printed tiles. I added the light poles and the train signs. On the other side of the bridge, I added one of the buildings from red light, green light, and now we must add the jump rope. So I built the girl doll and also made the boy doll, and they look so cursed, guys. This is insane. And I also grabbed this golden piece from the Ghostbuster set, which can be used to function as a jump rope. Min-soo tricks Namgyu to go first. Then Gi-hoon takes the baby and he successfully hops over the bridge. Then another player makes it and he starts throwing everyone off. Many players cross the bridge, but player 222 is too late. Only 9 players remain and it's dinner time, so now they must suit up. I grabbed black and white tiles and built the chessboard pattern. Then I built the tables and added them to the build, and now everyone can have some dinner. I even added this bed with the baby and a worker gives it some milk. This area still looks empty, and in the show we can see the piggy bank. So I added it and now the scene is complete. The players discuss the game tomorrow and now they can cast their vote. The majority votes to continue the games. Gi-hoon gets a chance to kill all of the players, but he refuses and watches the baby. So now we will need to build the final game, which is called Sky Squid Game. For this, we will need to build 3 towers in different shapes. For the first tower, I grabbed a bunch of yellow bricks and built it. On top, I added the moving bridge and finished the tower. Next, we're building the triangle tower, for which I designed the shape with the use of these hinge plates. I built the entire tower and then I finished off the top. I also made the final red circular tower, and now all the players can join the arena. And I also added all of these poles in the middle along with a red button. Min-soo takes the L first.
My brother.
Then they move to the second platform and a huge fight breaks out. Gi-hoon and MG Coin remain. Then MG Coin takes the baby and suddenly Gi-hoon jumps and they fight. MG Coin dies, but the game hasn't started yet.
우린 말이 아니야. 사람이야. 사람은.
And with that, we've built Season 3 of Squid Game in LEGO. And thanks again to Odoo for sponsoring this video. Use the link in the description or comment section to get started with Odoo today. Your first app is free for life with unlimited hosting and support, and starting at just €19.90 a month, you can unlock all of the over 45 apps to run your business in one place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.